Yes, you are welcome today. So we'll be looking into, as I said the last time we met, uh, the holiday of the thing last week. I said we'll be looking into how to sign in, how to sign in into any server. So I said there's another way as well, which is PuTTY. Actually, it is not necessary you use PuTTY because you can use your PowerShell, you can use your window command to sign into any server. But I will just take you through it. At least if they are talking about PuTTY, you will have the idea and you will know that this is how they do it. So at least it will not be new to your hearing wherever you are. So we are going to be doing that as well. Then I will do a kind of familiarization to some SSH line. So at least when we go into real deployment, when you are seeing them, it will not be as if, what is going on? Don't be scared about it, as I said earlier on. So it's a small thing. As soon as you pass through it and it pass through you practice and you try to know it. It's a simple thing. So now, let's say you have a client because usually your work, as I said, is remotely. You don't have to go to where the the work is in person. You wherever you are, you can work from there. Now, as I said, how to sign in. Let's say you have a client and they wanted you to work on their server or inside the server, whatever. So what you needed to do, wherever you are, you can sign into their server. All you needed from them is the IP address of the server, and the key. The key. You know, when we are trying to create a server, we created a key. That key is an encrypted file that you downloaded. It's an encrypted file, and the AWS key is a .pen. Yes, it's .pen. So what to do about it? Once it's been sent to you, it can be sent via email, can be sent via WhatsApp, whatsoever. All you needed to do is just to come to your star bar here at the down, the left side of the screen. You press two ways to go about it. You can just say you can press Window R. You see that this small box came up, and you say CMD. Once you say OK, to take you down there. So also you can just come to this your search bar here and press Command Prompt. You can just press Command Prompt. You see now. So you click on the Command Prompt. You are at the terminal. So now to sign in, now you know my own key is on my download folder. My own key is on my download folder. Let me just show you the key so you try to understand me properly. My own key is on my download folder. Yes. This is my key. This is encrypted file. You can see the file. .pen is on my download folder. So now, because it's on my download folder, what I will do, I will say cd download put s downloads, press enter. Okay. Now the normal line, you now press SSH minus I. Don't worry, I will explain each of them to you. That's my key. You have to know how to spell it. My own is EC2 KEYY .pen .pen space EC2 minus user. And what I will explain at the IP address. Sorry. Let me clear it. I thought I've copied it, but I haven't. That is what happened there. CD download. Now, I will now say SSH space minus I space EC2 K E yy.pen space ec2 minus user at. Now, where's the IP address? Let me go for the IP address. Let me copy it, come back there, and say, so paste it. Now, let me explain what is there. I've told you, see the download, that is, I went into the directory, into the download folder where I know my key is. Your own can be in the desktop, so it depends on where your key is. My own is in the download. So after that, I enter the download directory, download folder. So the syntax is SSH minus I. Minus I means identity, that is my identity, my key. Space dot ec2 user, ec2 minus user, that is the default username of our CentOS Linux, that our AWS Linux machine server. This is the username. So let's say you are using Ubuntu. You write Ubuntu here. So because we are using CentOS Linux AWS, we are using their own. That is why this is their own default username. This is their own default username. So you understand me now? So at the server, which is the IP address. So you press enter. Yes, say yes. And you are in. Now another thing is this. You said SSH minus I, the key. Let's say they are not using key. They are password based. You only say SSH minus I, Ubuntu or Linux, whatever it is, that is ET2, you will meet this. So SSH minus I space EC2 minus user at the server, that's the IP address. You press yes. Instead of this yes, enter, instead of this yes is asking, it will now ask for the password, because some use password, some use key. That's just it. So that is how now you can see that we have signed in. So let me just to let you know that we have signed in. You can see. So also if you just come here as well and say connect, this is the fastest way, the default way to connect to your server immediately on AWS portal. So now you see, you will see, you will see. So you see now. You can see that the same thing that will happen here, same thing has also occurred here. So we have signed in here. So that's just it. Now, the other part of it is using a